Hey, what's up? It's Clayton. I'm coming to you from my neighborhood here in Denver, Colorado on this crisp, beautiful fall morning with my lovely pup, Atlas. And I thought I'd make this video and just drop in with you for a moment, both past clients, present clients, future clients, and the whole YouTube fam. It's been a while since I did a personal video like this. I think the last one that I did where I really caught you up on events in my life was in Costa Rica on a beach, and I thought it was about time to connect again and talk just a little bit about where I'm at, where I am, where I'm going, and just what's been up in my life a bit, so you have some context as to the nature of the new YouTube videos that I've been putting out, and also kind of where I've been, because I know I haven't been quite as active on YouTube as I once was with videos on dating and relationships. So come here, buddy. Okay, sit. So a couple things that I want to say is number one, I really appreciate if you're watching this video. You've probably been following me for a while. I imagine this video will make it out to my subscribers, some of my subscribers. So thank you for being with me on this journey. It's been an incredible one, and your presence and attention and desire to improve your life and your relationships has been the catalyst and the driving force for me to continue to create and dig deep and take time to think about ways in which we can develop a stance in this world that allows us to create what we want and do it from a place of love. So since the pandemic hit about 2 years ago, I really have turned inward, probably like many of you. And in my personal life, that has meant in some ways just letting go of second degree, third degree connections that weren't that strong, and actually really taking time to focus more on those first degree connections with people that are truly my friends, truly like my people. And what's interesting is I feel like I've done that in my business as well in some ways. Like I've consolidated and distilled the work that I've been doing and have been pouring so much of my time and attention into the clients that I've been working with. The relationships I've been developing with clients these last couple of years has been deeper than anything I've experienced in the previous 8 of doing it. I've been doing this for almost 10 years at this point, and the last 2 have been incredibly potent, and just a new level of coaching, a new level of being with people in their challenges, in their dreams. And so it's taken a lot of my attention away from some of the outward marketing efforts. I've recently began to pick that back up with starting on TikTok. I gave myself a 30-day challenge to put a video out every single day on TikTok. You can check me out on TikTok if you have not already to see some of these daily insights that I'm putting out there. I would say that the content that I'm putting out there is much more relevant to where I'm at now than many of my previous past YouTube videos, as you can imagine. And a big thing that's shifted for me in terms of just how I'm being with clients too is it's came from a $50,000 investment that I had made at the beginning of the pandemic and over the course of the pandemic into a coach that I've been working with, who has been a steward and a model for serving people powerfully. His name's John Patrick Morgan, and he's an incredible human being, and I feel privileged enough to also call him a friend. And it's interesting because that $50K investment is more than I've ever put into any coach in my life, and it was incredibly uncomfortable. And there was so much unlocked in me through making that kind of investment in myself. It's something that I didn't even realize. I didn't even realize how much it could change not only my relationship with myself, but the relationship that I even had with money. And one of the most surprising things that happened to me after I had invested this lump sum of a 5-figure amount into my coach's bank account was I went for about a few days where I questioned whether I was sane or not, and whether or not I had made a big mistake. And in the midst of this kind of internal grappling, I suddenly realized that not only was I going to be okay without this money, but I started to really get in touch with the fact that I'm already getting my money's worth through the releasing of this amount from my business into this other business. And that might seem kind of counterintuitive, because it's like, well, how could you get the money for coaching before you even invest in it? And what I realized is that I was more powerful than I was giving myself credit for. I was more abundant than I was giving myself credit for. There was a untethering of my perhaps attachment to money and security that I had learned from my parents, and they probably had learned from their parents, that had occurred in an instant with letting go of this amount to invest in myself. And just in that act of investing alone, I already began to transform into a new person and a new way of relating to life. And so over the last 2 years, I've been incredibly thankful for the work that I have done and the work that I continue to do in this space that has been created through this commitment. And yeah, it's been changing my entire way that I approach business. So how has it been changing the way that I approach business? Well, number one, the depth that I'm going with my clients now is on a completely different level. And I have really began to work with people on dimensions that are so far outside of intimate relationship. I've got a number of clients that I work with that are executives. I've got a CEO that I work with. I've got somebody who is an entrepreneur, actually a couple different entrepreneurs that I work with, and I've been helping them bring a vision that is inside of them to life in the world and find proper alignment and attunement to that vision so that they can speak it into the world and that they can be it in the world. And that has been an incredible journey to go on, because it's one that I personally have been on for the last 10 years. So it's wonderful to finally connect those dots and really bring out something that I've been personally embodying into my teachings and into the conversations that I have with people. Part of my branding has shifted too. If you've been following me, it's turned from working with people on intimate relationships to everything is relationship, because the truth is that I realize that whatever a client brings to me, whether it's something around their relationship to money, whether it's something around their relationship to their body image, or their relationship to their dream, their business, their work, or their partner, we're diving in and we're working on the same material, which is who they see themselves as, their identity level narrative that they have playing in their mind, who they are being in all these relationships. And so all these different vectors of problems and challenges and dreams that people have, things that people want to create, are just simply a doorway into the common denominator, which is how that person relates to themselves. So my work has become much more expansive in these domains and much more fulfilling as well, I'd say. So I still do work with people going through breakups and divorces. I still do work with people that are single, that are wanting to release toxic patterns in their life and land a relationship and create a relationship that lasts. And the work expands so far beyond that, because it's all connected intimately. And the effects of it are far-reaching beyond just the single domain of intimate relationship. So that's a little bit about what's been happening in my life. I'm going to continue to make YouTube videos, and in my quest to continue to be and come from alignment with myself, the content of those videos are going to continue to change and shift. I'll be creating more videos on mindset, more videos on creation, which if you've been following me, you've seen that lately, as well as videos on relationship too. But I want to just bring you up to speed so you know where I'm at and what's been happening in my life, the deep internal transformation that's been occurring. And I also want to put this out as an invitation too. If there's anything in this message that I said that resonates with you and you'd like to have a conversation about something that you're wanting to give life to that lives within you, whether it is an intimate relationship that you're wanting to bring to the next level, whether it is calling in a style of relationship that you have not had yet, a healthy relationship that you have not had yet, whether it's coming into complete alignment with yourself and giving birth to a vision, giving birth to a business so that you can experience freedom and creation in your life in a way that you haven't before. I want to encourage you to reach out to me, send me an email. You can fill out an application on my website if you'd like. And what I'm doing is I'm just having conversations with people right now. I'm having conversations with people to vet whether or not, number one, I can help you, and number two, whether it would be a really good fit. So if you'd like to have a conversation with me and open up about what's been happening in your world, what you're challenged by, and the dream that you are committed to creating, feel free to reach out, shoot me an email, leave a comment below. And also, if you want certain types of content, because I'm going to continue to post on YouTube and TikTok, if there's questions you have and you'd like me to create a video on it, feel free to drop that in the comment below as well. Thank you, as always, for being part of my life and for witnessing who I'm becoming along this path. And if it feels aligned, I look forward to being a part of your life, somebody that can walk next to you and help you begin to see a more truer, loving, and empowered version of yourself. All right, thanks.